here he is retweeting me. Because we were talking about T-step. For those that don't know, T-step, it's basically a technique in how you get out of your breaks from backpedaling. Coach Prime is very against T-stepping. I don't want to speak directly for him, even though I'm getting ready to speak with him, and we'll definitely talk about this conversation. But I think he's referring more to when guys are over-exaggerating, opening up their hip enable in order to, get out of their breaks. He's saying when guys are taught that and do that, the wasted motion, that's the biggest issue. So I was explaining that to Asante, and he's saying the men lie, woman lie, numbers don't. And he responded to that because I said, numbers lie, like all the time.
Yeah, numbers do lie, boy.
Here's where it's getting active. He said, I can't stop laughing at how foolish he sounds. You can't control everything, sir. The first thing a cornerback is taught, never run out of breaks. So T-step is a perfect technique. That's kind of where it started. Then Coach Prime, anytime Coach Prime starts out with sir. I be using sir. And Asante used sir to me too. That's kind of hey, get your kids out. Hold on, time out. Bro, get your kids out. I'm tired of playing with them. Anyways, when you say sir, you know what it means. You know what it means. So we were talking about that, and then he had posted this clip saying it was a T-step, and it's very much not a T-step, like at all. And I explained that to him. Let me see if it's this one. This is not a T-step. So T-step that we're referring to is coming out of your back pedal. Like, okay. So back pedaling, and then it's putting your foot perpendicular. So the other foot makes a T. If you guys know perpendicular, getting into the geometry right now. And that's what a T-step is. Now this one was a T-step. Matter of fact, I sent this to him. I literally sent him this. Like, this is you T-stepping, because he had used something else. And here he is retweeting me again. Said this isn't a T-step. And he said, what is it called when a cornerback in the shuffle position but has to run out of his break? It's not called nothing, because that's not possible. Show you this clip where he claimed this was a T-step. So in this position, it's not you can't do anything else.
Right.
You can't. Your foot is already perpendicular with where you're going. There's no choice. This isn't a wasted movement. You're already in that position. This was completely defeated the point. I don't know why he posted this. That's not a T-step. You're already in that sideways. There's nothing else that you can even do at that point. So, you know me, I'm gonna get active. Like,
right.
I'm anybody. E for everybody. Yeah.
No one's safe.
That's how it all started. And then we had even today, recently, I'll show you where we're at recently, because we had some more responses recently. Oh, here he is. I'm the last person he didn't responded to. When T-Cal says something, you know what time it is. And I said somebody put film out here. 2009, I said his second best season. He said that was probably his fourth best season. 2006 and 2010 season, sir. I know what you mean by that. Not the promise. Hey, we're gonna be respectful. But T-Cal not one of them ones at any point. No. He said y'all are funny trying to make your argument, and I could pull up his stats real quick so you can see, and I'll let you guys tell me which is his second best season, just so we have that clear before we get this. I gotta make sure we got
smash that like button, chat. We about to lock in. Y'all know what time it is.
Yeah, y'all better lock in.
Yeah, lock in, man.
Make sure we got all the disclaimers out.
Yeah.
Everybody's caught up on the context. So, fourth best season, right? 2009. Okay. Do you know what this AP stands for right here?
All Pro?
Yes. Second team All Pro, first team All Pro. He was All Pro 2 times in his career.
Right.
What's the difference between that? Pro Bowl, that's voted on by the fans.
Right.
All Pro, that's voted on, I believe it's coaches, players, writers. Like, All Pro is significantly higher than
the Pro Bowl.
Significantly. Right. 2 times he had that in his career.
Mm-hmm.
2009 is one of them, which is why I said his second best, because he was first team All Pro here, where he had only 6 picks, but he was first team All Pro. So I'm gonna give the first team All Pro above
second team All Pro.
Exactly, but he had 9 interceptions right here. So anyway, all right. So now that y'all got that, we're gonna get to it. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you're not subscribed. Make sure
check your notifications. Make sure you locked in.
Make sure that y'all tap into Patreon. That's where everything is, the exclusive access, early access to breakdowns. We got 3 breakdowns dropping probably the next couple weeks. Let's hit it. Asante is going to be at the bottom. A lot of these, because I've seen them already, they have replays, so we'll be able to actually see, the full view. Mm-hmm. All of them don't, but good amount do. Actually, I can set this up so we can hear, because they're gonna come to copyright us anyway. Ain't worried.
J-Dub, what's up?
Let me know if you can hear CT.
He's pointing to himself.
I can hear, bro.
Bet.
And Jake DeLome going deep on first down to Steve Smith, and it's intercepted. Asante.
So this one of the ones where, hey, gotta celebrate the result.
Right.
This should not have been a pick. I saw this one earlier.
And the Eagles get it back. Or I should say Jake DeLome.
Never, ever.
Great position.
Appreciate the super chat, man.
You see Steve Smith, he gets a
so not in terrible position right here, but he grabbed his arm. It's a little trick. Yeah, I did it all the time. It's a little trick. But if ball's placed out here where it's supposed to be, I'm gonna make my mouse a little bit bigger. But if it's placed out there where it's supposed to be, that's over with.
Step, but Samuel is right at the hip and is playing the
he had to wait.
Yeah.
That's not Asante's fault. Asante got to make him pay when if you make that mistake.
2nd and 5. The count.
No, you want that one back.
Not only a second interception, but a touchdown as well. And Jaquay Parker putting the pressure on McCown.
It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. If there's pressure in his face, it's going to be difficult to be accurate. And so when he throws the ball out there, look at Asante Samuel.
I don't know what the quarterback was doing. I ain't gonna lie.
And they fake a toss to push. Shoot for the end zone, and wide open is Colston.
Touchdown.
New Orleans. The flag is down at the 7.
I'm not sure if people know much about Asante, so I just grabbed Asante Samuel. He primarily had success in zone coverage, zone corner, and you could call him a gambler. I say educated guesser, but a gambler for sure. And he would jump routes, meaning where they're out of their break, he would take chances, and you can do that in zone coverage because if you're cover 2, for instance, you got help behind you. Cover 3, you kind of have help behind you. Man, you kind of have help behind you. In 0-man coverage where there's no safety, you have no help. So that's where he excelled the most. He made a lot of plays on the football. Playmaker for sure. Absolutely a playmaker.
And then they kind of went to sleep on the backside. You got Asante Samuel.
Right here. Not in man coverage right here. Looks like they're in the cover 4 look. But as this corner, we got
that's Marcus Colston. Like you can think so.
Yeah. We got up here. I don't know if y'all can see because I know my drawing won't work on this. But up here is $100 bill in the end zone, and there's a $1 bill right here getting ready to come into the flats. He cannot let him just run past his face. Like he got to see that and take that, and it's going right into his zone. So
you got Asante Samuel who hangs underneath flat, and Marcus Colston just runs a corner route. Asante Samuel could have been underneath that.
Mm-hmm.
Breeze steps up, fires, hits Henderson first down, and Devery Henderson of long catches in the NFL. He led the league with just under 25 yards per catch, gets 17 in a first down. Yeah, and uncontested. I mean, you can.
So what is 75 going back there?
25 yards per catch, gets 17 in a first.
It's a cover 3 buzz. So safety's buzzing down. he's up here. He's buzzing down to the flats. Then they had Big 75 mugged up here, and then he's a late dropper. But in cover 3, I don't know how they played it at this time. This is 2009. But now, especially in the NFL, I know specifically that Dan Quinn did this, and he did it Seahawks and the Falcons. Cover 3 becomes man. At this point, you're locked on him. So
gotcha.
It's uncontested. I mean, you can tell the respect that Asante Samuel has for Devery Henderson, and it's because the Saints are willing to throw the ball down the field. We talked a little bit earlier about their big play ability. Those defensive backs know that. They're worried about.
You must miss the first part. He been tweeting at me. We're
yeah.
Incorrect. Last thing I'm concerned about. We've been doing this over a year now. Y'all got to know that's last.
It opens up the intermediate route.
I'm gonna talk ball. Let's be respectful. With me.
Throws downfield and completes to Marcus Colston.
Look like a comeback route.
So Asante playing zone, is he one of the corners that will follow the best receiver, or do you know?
You can't follow the best receiver if you're not playing man.
If
you follow the best receiver, that means if the receiver goes in the slot, that you going in the slot too. You can't go in the slot and then play a hook zone if you. I
just remember that because Patrick Peterson and Richard Sherman. He was like, "Hey, you got to follow."
Yeah, I agree.
Bobby Wayne, Asante Samuel, the ex-Patriot.
And some of these, I'm gonna be honest, I don't count as catches against them. Like there's some screens, and it's like it's not a catch on you. The person who did this, listened to that. 75 is they dropping him and covered it a good amount.
24-yard
line. Truth Teller Maxwell, we watching football. Everything we see, I'm gonna critique the same. Yeah, just watching football.
Cadillac in the backfield. A fake handoff outside of Bryant. He dropped it. Another drop for the Bucs.
Yeah, that's the screen. I don't know why that's on here.
Looks from the outside. The pass off the hit.
Okay.
Asante Samuel on the return. And he is brought down. Here comes the blitz.
He's up top.
Up in the air, and it's intercepted.
Another one, overthrow.
Asante Samuel's got it again. Bellying back.
And some guys are just around the football.
Yeah.
Some guys are just around the football.
Second pick of the game for Asante Samuel. He had the interception at the end of the first half in the Eagles' end zone. And this Jones is the free guy. Never set his feet, that being Josh Johnson. Everybody out. What's coming from the outside? The pass caught by Michael Clayton. A big grab.
Michael
Clayton. At the 25.
Been a long
Josh Johnson? Oh my.
I heard that day.
Josh Johnson in the league forever.
Once he gets rid of it, then it's dropped by Michael Clayton. Clayton's had a few of those in the game. In on the defensive line for the Eagles.
All right, he's at the bottom. That's a good break on that. Looked like it.
For Antonio Bryant, Samuel with a good play. As the Eagles fake the blitz, go back into coverage, ball pops in the air.
Man,
that looked like a bad throw.
Who had 2 interceptions last week.
Let me see.
That pass thrown behind.
Yeah.
Hayward Bay, we were just talking about him.
Dangerous throw when it's behind the receiver, and you see it's going to come to the left of your screen.
Man, they keep running this. Same. Got these guys mugged up right here. Cover 3 again. That same cover 3 buzzer looks like.
Jamarcus unloads it. The receiver is open, and Darius Hayward Bay, but the ball is behind.
He said he was open.
Jamarcus Russell on first down, puts it up off the hands of Murphy and intercepted by Asante Samuel.
I'm just saying, I'm promise. Y'all knew I'm unbiased. Des said it. So far, these have been gift wrap. He does. I've watched him. He does have some where he gonna jump in and go get it. But none of these 4. Yeah, none of these 4 have been really he made the play. He was there when the play presented himself.
Right.
These were, hey, I just went and matched it. I read the route so good, etc. That's why I say you can't judge just off pick.
Stats, yeah, right.
That's not what a corner. And Asante, if you watch it, how you be active, you probably will. It's not a good T-step, fam. According to you, this is a T-step. You're supposed to put that foot on the ground and be out of there. There's a lot of ways and steps to get out of there. Hey, celebrate all victories. Celebrate all victories.
There he is, matched up with Lewis Murphy. Lewis Murphy, they both hit. Then Lewis Murphy wants to come and hit.
Oh, he will fly.
Like this already, I'm not counting this as a target. It's not a target. Justin Fargas. I'm not counting this as a target either. I'm counting that as a missed tackle, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's got a few missed tackles in here.
I'm not counting that as a target specifically on him. However, you got to play high to low. And the guy sneaking behind him, I don't think this is man. It's hard to tell from here. If it is man, then somebody cut him loose. But most likely they're in some type of zone and he needs to sink back. Definitely wasn't man.
Campbell responded in a very positive way. I love the manipulation. You'll see him set in the pocket. He looks at the little stick route.
A little pump fake. When you got guys that are
jumpers
and jump routes,
that pump fake can get you every time.
Mm-hmm.
That little pump fake drew the secondary up, and that uncovered the wide receiver Dennis Thomas in the back of the end zone.
Came out of 5 years of retirement to be a consultant for the Redskins. Randall with the catch for the first down. He just whistled down. Oh, nice duck by Campbell. Survival duck. Complete to Devin Thomas.
Ooh, these missed tackles ain't looking that good, man.
Good work by Thomas. 35-yard loss.
Ensuing possession, Asante Samuel jumps the route corner.
There go that jump.
3 plays into the Giants' drive. Asante Samuel jumps the route. Down to the Giants 10. What happened here?
You on mute, bro.
Go ahead, Coach. Well, you got him reading the route.
10. What happened here?
This is what we watched. And he tweeted this and said, because Coach Prime is here commentating. He said, Coach Prime, he was like, finish what you was about to say or something like that.
I mean, just sitting up. Go ahead, Coach. Well, you got him.
And he was saying he's just sitting on this route, waiting on it, and intercepts it. Like, that's what he was getting ready to say. And then he said, someone can go ahead. I don't know where he thought Coach Prime was. He said Coach Prime wasn't happy about this.
Down to the Giants 10.
I didn't hear that.
I mean, just sitting up. Go ahead, Coach. Well, you got him reading the route. I mean, you got a tight end out there, and he sees Eli staring him down all the way. He's got help over the top.
Got him.
Giants with an empty backfield. Manning to Nix.
The team Knicks?
And a few Knicks.
Yeah, I'm not counting this against him.
As he gains 29. Give him 15 more yards.
He's at the bottom.
From the 29.
I'm not counting that against him either. Derek Hagan, Arizona State. Miles, can't think of his name. Miles Austin.
Last game for a touchdown, and if you are loose with the football on that side, he'll put 6 points on the board for his team. It left a void in behind. Romo saw it and just fired it right.
Oh, man.
Roy Williams.
Big play for Roy Williams, who's been looking to make some. He was pretty disappointed this week. He thought
Roy been such a big receiver.
End up getting a lot of blitz packages. You see the Eagles all standing up,
Not counting this as a target.
and one of the answers around the league has been this: just flip it.
Never come off the same.
Also, I don't think we've seen a clip of him playing press.
No.
Not one.
No.
Inside the right side, Romo rolling that way. And he throws, and the pass is caught, but short of the first down. They're uncharacteristic of Witten not to get to the marker for a first down, and it's fourth down, and the punting group comes in.
Well, what was interesting that time was Witten decided to go with an overhand catch, but in order to make
It's his
that,
own.
he had
It's
to
all
go to
his
the
own.
ground. If he just put his hands
You got to sit on that.
the other way, he could catch it and turn and make a run, but he fell short of the first down mark. If they want to try and bring pressure inside, all you in front of a play more than I agree with the Cowboys. I thought this was pass interference. Asante Samuel right here. Let's see if he hooks on.
Yeah,
He grabs his arm. That's no question. Should have been a call. He can only get one arm up. Asante Samuel, vet, got it done.
Her own ankle injury. Catch by Malcolm. Her own ankle injury.
Now, just talking. I T-step. It was efficient. Getting out there. Really like a V-step, so not fully perpendicular, but like that. And my feet naturally point out anyway, so that's natural for me. But the point of the T-step is in really the basis of the T-step. So Coach Prime likes running out of your break versus the T-step, but the point of the T-step is, honestly, it's physics.
Right.
If your foot is turned sideways, you have more surface area to stop you and be able to change direction. It's like, think of trying to go backwards and stop just on your big toe versus trying to stop your momentum with your foot.
Your whole foot.
Being able to propel you forward. But he's not getting out of the break right here. You're supposed to be out of there on this. That's right in front of you.
That's good enough for a first down to the 45. By Rivers right now.
You're at the bottom.
Pump fake. Wide open, Nene. Touchdown.
He's been getting nosy. I saw this flip too. They're like, yeah, it was a double move. It wasn't even a double move.
To be a double move right from the get-go. Seeing the.
I mean, it's kind of struggle, but like.
What is he looking at though? Doesn't like.
You're looking at the quarterback for sure.
One-on-one coverage
So he's
on
just
the outside because of the pressure. I'm not
He's a gambler.
quite sure.
Yeah, like, but he like misjudged the throw, or I mean, just off track of the receiver. He just.
As he got ran by.
That's all I'm saying. Like, what is he looking at?
Almost obligatory. Have to bring pressure. They try to run a bunch route to get a pick open. Nice job, the DB.
Hold on.
They
So
try to
here's
run a
him coming
bunch
over
route to
top.
get a pick open.
Nice
job, the DB falls down. They run that bunched up look to try to.
They're standing that close to the line of scrimmage. You would hope that maybe you had something you could get out of a play like that, but
Not counting that as a target.
maybe you had something you could get. DBs are standing that close to the line of scrimmage.
Worst stress technique.
Maybe you had
That's the epitome of opening the gate. But that wasn't his
get
game.
out of a play like that, but
That wasn't his game.
Bears stay with it, and Devin Hester
Outside, and that will be a minimal gain. And Cutler will swing it to the outside.
And just to clarify, because I see this, my coach wouldn't let us back in if we looked at the quarterback like that. If you're in zone, you're supposed to look at the quarterback.
Right, he's in zone.
Zone player is going to be staring at the quarterback. But what makes a player a really good zone player is you can also have a feel, be able to see out of your peripherals, and be able to move while looking at the quarterback. It's like being able to walk and chew gum at the same time. So now man coverage, you look at the quarterback, it's over with. If you see the quarterback throw it, you're going to see the receiver catch the ball.
That's bad.
It's caught by the tight end, Greg Olsen.
And I'll touch this real quick. It's also have to remember how many interceptions Prime would have if they threw the ball his way most of the time. Not even that. You could take that out of there. Who was the running back for the Cowboys?
Emmitt Smith.
What type of offenses did teams run back then?
You running more. It was predominantly run. Yeah, it was predominantly run. Heavy run.
Versus now, perfect timing. Who is this at quarterback?
It looked like Jay Cutler.
Exactly. my point. Slinging it everywhere with no care in the world.
Boy, Jay Cutler gonna get you an interception or two.
This is the time where the NFL was becoming pass happy and turning into a pass first league. So
right.
Very different eras. Like Coach Prime played in multiple eras, but when Coach Prime was playing for the Cowboys and stuff, that's when running backs wore neck braces. Like that was them big 250-pound running backs. So it was a very different time period in general, let alone the targets. You just take the targets out. Like if Coach Prime plays in this era, he's getting way more interceptions.
32, the shoulder shake, and going deep again, and too deep intended that time.
That wasn't a touchdown, but
Well, they didn't boo in the beginning, but they're going to be booing now. Just like in the last matchup, a double move here on Asante Samuel. Devin Hester hit one of these for a touchdown the last time these two teams met. They knew they could get him on a double move. And 2 times in a row, Jay Cutler misses wide open receiver.
Boy, good day. Jay Cutler was the quarterback.
I thought he was going to jump that. About to jump something. It can be Forte.
Forte. Wow.
Love the scouting report for him.
And that pass is errant again, intended for
Devin
Hester. 3rd down and 5.
Bottom of the screen. Good trigger.
God, bro. How many of those we gonna see?
Oh, is he impressed? Yep. That's not his game. Bad press technique. Open the gate. This part is good. He gets back into good position, but the start was bad. Gets back into good position right there. Collisions, that's good. Gets pushed off some. This isn't a terrible rep for me at all. It's not a bad rep. I wouldn't even call that a bad rep.
Inside the Eagles' 5-yard line.
Wouldn't even call that a bad rep.
Yards as the Redskins convert yet another 3rd down.
What a nice throw right here. He is not going to have a lot of room for air here. Asante Samuel stride a little bit inside.
But like I said, it's not a bad overall rep by him.
In the exact right spot.
That was a nice throw. I hate to tell by that was a nice throw. Got him.
That's somebody jump.
Asante Samuel, who comes up with the interception.
Got him.
You have to know who you're playing against. You have to know that Asante Samuel.
He's sitting on all that. Yeah, he's gonna sit on all that.
Do anything against Asante Samuel? Give him a double move early in the game. Get him thinking a little bit.
Yeah, and what he's saying, we just gonna talk football. I just love football.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what I talk about with pass rushers. Say you're a guy that wants to speed rush. I mean, you want to go to the outside. Like that's your bread and butter. Like you feel like you're gonna make your money going on the outside. Early in the game, you got to have a throwaway where you go inside, just so that's in their head, in the offensive tackle's head, and now they have to be more cautious of it. If you just try to go outside every time, they're gonna catch on to it. And that's what we're talking about here. If you got a player like Asante Samuel, first play I'm giving you a double move. So now you're gonna play timid and cautious the rest of the game because I'm already gonna show you that if I catch you cheating, I'm gonna make you pay. And a lot of teams, a lot of coaches, they don't do that enough. Like it, don't understand it. But like if I'm a team that's more conservative as far as my defense, we playing a lot of zone, we dropping back. I'm sending a super blitz early in the game just to have you on your toes and get the quarterbacks.
But it kind of feels like apples and oranges. Like he's a zone cornerback, and you.
Yeah.
I mean, just like I don't know.
And that's another good play. Because me personally, I don't care about interceptions. I want a corner to me is locked down.
Right, like I want to see you on Reeves Island or something. I want to out the game. I feel like a corner to me is I could put you if Justin Jefferson that guy and I need you. Hey,
you go there. I'm not gonna have to worry about nothing.
Exactly, that's how I feel. But I'm like, I don't know, bro.
See, and like there's another one. Watch this. He might be seeing it thrown already. I'm not sure, but if you pump fake. And then it's
that'd be nasty work.
In no way he threw that already.
Asante
That
Samuel,
was
he drops
super
his
good.
coverage, sees Devin Thomas coming in, and again, when you're throwing towards Asante Samuel, you have
That's
to
a
know
good jump. That's a good
he
pick.
studies everything on film. He knows what to expect coming out of formation and personnel, what type of routes you're going to run.
I agree.
And if he sees it, he's going to jump it. Big win Monday night against New England for the Saints, too.
Now Redmond on 3rd and 10.
Where you
Complete
at?
to Roddy White.
Oh, Rowdy White.
Roddy.
In Eagles territory, a
Yeah, Revis film. That's cornerback number 2 for me.
Looks like Chris Redmond settled down a little bit with this throw, Darryl.
Now, this is a heck of a throw right here.
Black.
Working against Asante Samuel. Now, he's got to get a little bit square on that cut. You talked about it at the top, Tony. Asante Samuel is going to take some risk. If you round that route at the top,
he'll be able to get in front of it.
He will undercut you and intercept it.
From the 45, Redmond off the play.
Down. I don't count that as a target for him. It's a big hit. I don't count that.
But he's going to roll off of him and come back to the
Like he coming from the opposite side. Nasty.
That's it, boy. Got the same hit.
After Samuel missed on the tackle, it's Chris Gokong who brings down Tony Gonzalez after a gain of 8.
Well, you take your big hits when you got your big hit opportunities, and we saw one by Asante Samuel earlier on Roddy White. But this one, go make the tackle.
He wasn't trying to get a big hit.
Yeah, I look like he was trying to go for the ball.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Tony Gonzalez and get a pick.
Smith goes under the slot.
You know Eli gonna give me one.
Manning looking, throwing, and it's
a good breakup. I want to see the replay. Hakeem Nicks.
Samuel says no way, not on that one.
I'm surprised he don't get a lot of double moves on him.
He does. That's what we've been seeing him get scored on.
Because I'm like, man.
Steve Smith, it will be 3rd down and goal for the Giants.
Complete miscommunication there. They tried to run one of those sluggo routes, sort of a slant and go.
So I'll say people were scared to throw at him, especially in zone. Like he's up there for most interceptions all time. But people weren't scared of a one-on-one battle. Like if you got a dog receiver, you going now. They were scared to be late on the throw.
We saw the big hand. He's going to snatch this thing down to his body, make the spin move, off to the races. That's
a terrible effort.
I was about to say, man, he kind of gave up on getting after the ball way too early.
Yeah, that's a low.
It looks like this is going to be 1 for 4 so far for Hakeem Nicks. Let's see if Asante Samuel, who
that's a bad route.
Eli all the way.
Goodness gracious, that was a bad route.
Gets his hands on there or not.
Ooh, good finish. Good finish.
Great protection. Manning throws to the outside. Wow. And making a great catch.
I remember, I've been watching ball for a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can look this up. This is just off the top of the head. I'm pretty sure Hakeem Nicks, like he had to have custom gloves, like 4XL. Like he had ginormous hands, and you want to see it right here. This is where it plays.
15-yard line, Asante Samuel covering on the play.
Illegal contact. Defense, number 22. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
Asante Samuel
working against Michael Crabtree down here at the bottom.
Michael Crabtree.
Yeah, that's a
So
good call by the
this is exactly what happened.
Down here at the bottom.
He's reading the quarterback. Quarterback probably took a 3-step drop. So in his mind, it's a hitch coming. So he's breaking on it right now. Now this is smart of him to do. Now you gotta collision him because I'm coming downhill. I'm beat. If I don't collision, he running by for a touchdown.
5 yards. Yeah, that's a good call by the official. Asante is a gambler, and whether he thought that was going to be a hitch route on the outside, and he jumped the hitch, and all of a sudden Michael Crabtree is going beyond that landmark, and he's got to adjust.
What happened? Yeah, please don't play with me, y'all. Please, not tonight.
Get the likes up, man. We rolling.
Not tonight. I'm giving y'all some quality that no one. 115 is crazy. If we don't have 250, 200.
Oh my God.
I'll give y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It's 400 in here. Y'all got 5 minutes to get to 250. Otherwise, we bouncing. I love y'all, but y'all getting quality y'all can't get from nowhere else.
We ain't even get to prime yet. What's good?
Y'all got 5 minutes, 47 to get to 250 likes. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Well, we're about to get the prime. I just feel like, the zone cornerback. I like my cornerbacks that's gonna follow.
You're gonna run when you're in a
Like,
corner on the outside.
hit it.
From the 35 on first down, Smith to the right for Josh Morgan.
Good tackle.
Samuel made the tackle. Morgan gains about a half yard. It's exactly what Asante Samuel will do. He'll hide. He'll be unorthodox, but he'll go and make the big play. You just saw it right there.
And
Alex Smith.
We talked to him yesterday about it. Watch at the top. Watch him drop. Jason.
That's nasty.
Must be nice though. You got the help on the top. Like
this is one of the nastiest things I've seen. This is tough. Do you know what he did right here? This is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen this before. This is crazy. You know what he did, CT?
No, I have no idea what he did, bro.
Golly, this is disgusting. I don't got my little
mouse.
See my mouse. It won't let me draw in. You guys be able to hear the sound. Mm-hmm. So number 2 receiver. We're gonna count receivers from outside in.
Right.
So he's on the number 1 receiver. This guy right here is number 2 receiver. So we're gonna get a go route by the number 1 receiver. We just run a straight downfield. He's gonna get an out route by this number 2 receiver. I'm sure he's watched film. I'm sure he sees that number 2 receiver's on the ball and knows that something's up with that as far as their concepts. Can't remember what we called this. I think we called it dagger or stagger. Anyways, he's gonna run an out route and he's gonna run a go route. So quarterback, we know it's cover 2. So we know he got a flat and then we got a hook player right here.
Mm-hmm.
Watch at the top. Watch him.
All right. As soon as he turns his back, he's in cover 2 man. And hold on, are they actually in cover 2 man? Because that'd be insane. But right now, this looks like cover 2 man.
Right.
No, cover 2 man. We got to be inside leverage. We can't give up the inside, and we want to play trail technique. So we want to be truly in the back hip of the receiver. So as a quarterback, you know that Vernon Davis right here, 85, has an out route, and his defender is inside of him. And you see Asante Samuel looks like he's in man coverage, so you're not even worried about him. So you got this. Number 23 being out leveraged against your out route, you know it's going to be wide open. So you're going to throw the ball right there. Asante leaves there, turns back, speed turns into the out route.
Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty work.
This might have been covered 2 man. I ain't going to lie. This is one of the coldest plays out of the like this. But
that's nasty work.
Watch at the top. Watch
that's
drop.
Oh, he's looking at him. Okay, yeah. Asante looks at him and sees he cuts out.
That is crazy.
He looks at Vernon Davis and catches him cutting. So,
all right, y'all got how many we got? Oh, we had 215 likes. Y'all moved it, but you only got 2 minutes left. It's 2 minutes left.
Oh man, don't blow this great YouTube. This is great. We rolling.
Yeah, this content y'all can't get nowhere else.
We on the road. We haven't got the prime yet.
Nah.
That was a heck of a play, though. Hey, that was a heck of a play.
That's crazy.
Over the top. So Alex Smith looks out.
I want to know what made him do this.
Watch him drop.
See how he's watching. He's watching Vernon Davis. He's not even. Is he? He's not even.
But because it's cover 2 man under, so cover 2 man under, I want to be behind the receiver. I want to be in technique because I have a safety on the top. I want to force the ball there. But him looking like that's.
He's playing for the first down. They're playing for the first down.
Because Asante Samuel had help over the top. So Alex Smith looks out. He thinks that he's in a man-to-man situation and he has to run.
Yeah.
But Asante Samuel has the safety over the top and he can break off and come right into where Vernon Davis was going for the interception.
Gets the ball to start the second half. Smith to Gore.
That's not a target.
7 gain of 7.
All right, we had 240. No, we got 30 seconds left. Hey, some of y'all might be good here.
Oh man, well, you got a tackle, brother. Hey, good thing they'll keep the missed tackle stats.
Y'all got 13 seconds. 13 seconds.
Oh, y'all, we haven't even got the primes yet. We don't watch that prime film, man.
2, 1.
Like the video.
All right, we just got there. Y'all hilarious. Y'all, we just got to 251. All right, we'll keep rolling. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the support.
Morgan finally brought down at the 14-yard line. He needed
My finger was on it.
Asante Samuel had an opportunity to make a tackle because
Look at Sean McDermott.
He's not a pressure.
To catch and have the yards for the first down. He's going to be short if it's a boom play right there. If it's Asante Samuel, will make
again.
Glad they don't count missed tackles, boy.
I think he's a hell of a corner.
Asante Samuel makes that tackle.
God, does he have a lot of missed tackles?
I think he went too high on him. Asante Samuel should have went down towards his legs. This is like almost what we saw last
He has no effort though. Like he doesn't he just. I don't know, bro. Come on, crank up that motor.
Now he's up top. He jumped that.
Ooh.
It looks better.
That's it. He still's got to wrap his arms a little bit, but
He really said he still got to wrap his arm.
Watch where his head goes, Goose. To the outside.
Knowing that he has help on the
That's probably a personal foul these days. That helmet to helmet. That helmet to helmet. Boy.
Brandon Marshall.
This year, they've controlled the football, but a very good play action fake by Kyle Orton.
That was a good break.
The gap between the wide receiver, where are the linebackers? Well, they all came up on the running fake.
Banged up in that first quarter. 3rd and 3. And Orton has good time, and he has a completion. Lloyd's.
I don't know how that target's on Asante. That's not on Asante. I don't think that's on Asante. That's on Asante. Stokely?
Asante Samuel, top of your screen. Look how far he's off. Good sharp route, excellent throw by Kyle Orton.
Yeah. These aren't good breaks, Asante. These aren't good tackles, Asante.
No, man, he's got bro, man, boy, missed tackle stats would be nasty work.
He's actually feeling where the defender is. Here comes the blitz. The initial pickup, very good. Free runner from the outside, but good job by Fields. Here comes Asante Samuel. You saw he turned, found him, turned, and
it's like the same spin move gets him every time.
Looking for Marshall. Got him at the 10. Samuel plants.
Can we see this from?
Yeah.
Think run, but he goes inside. Asante Samuel goes for the play action fake, where they actually have two guys watching Brandon Marshall. Goes for the play action.
I don't think this is on Asante, as far as an issue. Let me see. I gotta go back to full screen. Oh yeah, that was dumb as hell. But what I was trying to save him. I thought this was I thought he was being a trap corner right here. In a trap corner, if you have a number two receiver, remember we count outside in. If you have a number 2 receiver coming out, you gotta jump it now. So a trap corner, you go in immediately. I don't know what he sees. Flows this way. There's no other threats. All the other receivers over here. Him jumping this makes no sense because 58's the edge. He's closing it down. Yeah, that's football, right?
Samuel plants the feet.
Just to make him think run, but he goes inside.
Oh man, yeah. Oh yeah.
It's wide open.
Yeah, nobody.
Oh, he's got him. Top of your screen, waits to the last second.
Tough play.
Boy, football was different back then. Boy, hitting.
Waits to the last.
That's the epitome of high point in the football. That's a good play. That's probably the best team. He said out of these 9, there's probably 3 that I really felt
takes advantage of it.
Was tough.
He's one of the best.
He still laid out that defenseless receiver. That's great.
How about that 9 interceptions?
No, there's a flag on
the line of scrimmage. They failed to do so, and you can see Samuel's off in coverage. He tries to
being thirsty
to make a play, but that is where Tony Romo is looking to go with the football most of the time in 3rd and short yardage situations. And once again, Jason Witten for the touchdown.
Inks on Austin.
This don't count. That's the screen.
Only 1 catch at Philly in November.
Samuel once again tries to make a play on this ball. And if you don't make it,
you gamble, you missed the you missed the tackle. Boy, good thing the missed tackles don't count.
Hey, this is one of the worst routes I've ever seen. Like this is like that's a bad route. I'm sorry, one more time. But Deion Sanders is probably missing this pick because he's already out of there. Like you can see, like this route is bad. Right here, if you're watching them, all right, right now, you got to plant that foot and be up out of there. There's a lot of wasted movement first before he gets out of it and then gets dunked on a little bit. He got dunked on.
And then who is on the receiving end, you're going to have a hard time getting him to the ground.
And yeah, I mean that's what he's supposed to do. That's when you're supposed to play aggressive, is when you got the safety. As far as that,
Samuel comes back, tries to get at his ankles, and they were fortunate that one didn't go for a touchdown. Well, how about is Miles Austin? He's been on an absolute tear. Watch the hands at the top of this route. A ball that's up high.
Was that him in press?
So here's his stats from that season: 41 catches allowed on 67 targets. There's a few of those screens I didn't catch, but I didn't see none of the big plays I wouldn't count. Yeah, a few of those screens I wouldn't count. 9 interceptions, gave up 5 touchdowns, had 15 PPs.
Do your words match your video? Yeah, this for my boy TKL, CT the fan. Yeah, we on that buff train, man. Yeah, the boys, they put it down. I watch them every